This is Nancy Leader on the Zeta Report.
Though national security directives have been in place since 1983, since the Reagan era, requiring a cover-up over the presence of Planet X in the solar system, for the Zetas, Obama recently reversed these directives and determined to pronounce this to the public. Obama could explain that the issue had been under security directives to avoid panic, but that it is coming closer and becoming more obvious, and they feel the public needs to know. They could say they're not sure what the outcome will be, but that the public would be kept informed. Zeta Talk, June 16, 2012. The Zetas gave the odds of this happening at 93%, a 7% chance of failure due to the many parties determined to continue the cover-up. So as not to upset the stock markets, it was determined that an announcement over the weekend in the U.S. would be best, between Friday night to Sunday night. The weekend of September 15th was blown due to the widespread embassy riots, which spanned from the Netherlands to Sydney, Australia by the weekend. The press to announce was due to the Council of Worlds' determination to break the cover-up. To avoid worldwide panic, the calm voice of Obama was deemed the better route. When the announcement was delayed on September 15th, the Council of Worlds showed their displeasure by enhancing the visibility of Planet X. By the weekend of September 22nd, heads of state around the world had been alerted and were calling in with concerns. Heads of state were clearly delaying their trips. Endless phone calls to Obama delayed the announcement once again. Once again, the Council of Worlds showed their displeasure at the delays, this time by enhancing the visibility of the moon swirls and their many moons. Disgusted with the many demands for timing and content changes, Obama refused to talk to any heads of state when he went to New York for the UN address on September 25th. It was not just heads of state who were nervous. U.S. banks, who were told to have extra cash on hand, were likewise nervous and arranged to slow down online banking. On September 28th, the world was warned that online and ATM activity at major U.S. banks was being slowed. Once again, Obama set forth on September 30th to make the announcement using the emergency alert system, which commandeers TV and radio stations simultaneously. This system is used for alerts on tornadoes and flash floods, and is also designed to allow the president to address the nation, though this use has never been activated. Many agencies are involved: FEMA, Homeland Security, NOAA, the National Weather Service, and the FCC. Networks are also involved: AM/FM radio, VHF, UHF, wireless and satellite radio, and cable TV networks. With many agencies involved and network connections, this maze was easily sabotaged by those who did not want the cover-up to end. Cut and scrambled wires and broadcasts that went in the wrong direction occurred. What was discovered Saturday was that the manager of the EAS had not even loaded the announcement in the system and had so complicated the coordination with the hundreds of networks involved that the hour would never arrive. On Sunday, they discovered that the system had also been diverted so that the messages would not be delivered as expected. Swapped lines, transmissions that went nowhere, equipment that was not electrified or connected as expected. Zeta Talk. Once again, the Council of Worlds showed their displeasure at the delays. Photos from Malaysia showed the Planet X complex so visible, naked eye, that the public was staring upward, pointing their fingers on October 2nd. Was it any wonder that later that day Obama was so distracted and discouraged that his first debate on October 2nd was the last thing on his mind? Going into the weekend of October 6th, the team determined to avoid the convoluted and easily sabotaged emergency alert system switching to an Oval Office address. This would be pre-scheduled with the major TV stations and had been done before by Obama during the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in the Gulf. There was plenty of precedence for such an address. But once again, those not wanting the cover-up to end found ways to confound Obama's determination. Friends of the cover-up sought injunctions from friendly judges, claiming the legitimacy of the request was being questioned. Could this be a terror attempt or a hoax? Memos were lost, countering instructions given, and confusion and hesitation abounded until the weekend was once again lost. The frantic fragments of the cover-up crowd not wanting the broadcast to occur had time to contact board members of the corporations owning the networks, editors, major stockholders, and any judges sympathetic to their cause in order to cause enough confusion to create delay in some networks, and the rest were unwilling to go forth unless the group as a whole moved forward. Zeta Talk. By this time, the polls reflecting the first debate showed a Romney bounce, and the Obama campaign was nervous about managing to get the announcement out while losing the election. Could they delay? Per the Zetas, focus groups were called, and many thought the message surreal, a hoax, and were suspicious. Based on this, the firm decision to delay until after the election was made.
Until next time on the Zeta Report, I'm Nancy Leader.